What's going on, you guys? It's Indiana Harley Guy back at you with yet another video this week. And this week I am in the beautiful Brown County, Indiana. This is the Bean Blossom Overlook. You can see it is gorgeous out through here. It's absolutely beautiful out through here, and the purpose of today's video is I am going to give an honest 30,000 mile review of my 2023 Harley Davidson Road Glide. Basically, it's a bone stock bike minus some Cobra slip-ons and some handlebars and a seat and suspension. This is how she looks. She's got a couple scratches here and there, but that's okay because I put miles on her. She's got just over 30,000 miles on it. And it's been treating me good every one of those 30,000 miles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strap you all to the helmet, and we are going to take a ride over through Brown County, Indiana, just to talk about some of the things I've done to this bike, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and what I recommend buying this model of Road Glide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am up in Brown County, Indiana. I'm going to take the long way over to Bloomington. I'm taking Highway 45. I have never been that way. Right now I'm on Highway 135 heading north. Just pulled out of the Bean Blossom Overlook. Beautiful up through there. As you can see, some beautiful sweeping curves through here. But back to this 2023 Harley Davidson Road Glide and my 30,000 mile review of this motorcycle. I absolutely love this bike. This has been my favorite Harley I've ever owned. Oh, granted, I've only owned two. I've had this and a 2015 Ultra Limited. I've loved them both. I really love this bike. It does have its issues, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. All right, well, I am on Highway 45. I just turned off of Highway 135. I am going to be taking it kind of slow. I didn't realize looks like they're doing some kind of chip and seal thing got going on here, as you can clearly see. And I'm going to take it kind of slow because there's a little bit of loose, like, stone and road through here. So I'm not going to be taking it too awful hard, but I've heard from many people that this is a gorgeous ride. So that's why I'm doing this. This leads over from Bean Blossom, Indiana, over to Bloomington. So some of the things that I love about this bike, and obviously I like all the modifications that I did, or I wouldn't have done them, but from the start, from stock, I'm going to tell you what I liked about it from the day I bought it. What I loved about it, I love the way these bikes look. Now, granted, I love the way the new Road Glides look as well. I think they are absolutely beautiful bikes, but I love the way this looks as well. And yeah, part of me wishes I would have waited about 3 or 4 more months to get a new bike, because I bought this about 3 or 4 months before the new models came out. And as much as I like this, I do like the new models a lot as well. And I definitely would have bought one had I waited a few more months, 100%. I'm going to go ahead and list the things I did not like about it. I hated the handlebars, I hated the suspension, and I hated the seat. Those are the 3 main things on this bike that I hated from the day that I bought it. So naturally, those are the first 3 things that I changed. First thing I did is I got rid of that junk stock seat, and I threw on a Saddleman road sofa. Now granted, I don't have the road sofa anymore, but that's what I threw on it at first. This is an odd intersection. That's kind of a close call for a train right there, I think, but it is what it is. But the first 3 things that I changed in this order were the seat, suspension, handlebars. I threw these 12-inch Thrash and Supply hammerheads on here. It's definitely way more comfortable, puts me in a more comfortable riding position. I do kind of wish I would have went with 14s, but that's okay. They're not terrible by no means. And right now I have a Mustang seat on here with the backrest, and I have Legend suspension on this bike, so that makes it a lot more comfortable as well. I'm going to go on a little rant, if I can, with you guys for a second. Why is it that everywhere you go, and I do mean everywhere, I can't go anywhere right now without having to deal with some sort of road construction? Why does every road in America have to be under construction? It's somewhere along the way. at any given time. Like, and to me, a lot of this stuff, they don't need to do. Like, this road, from what I understand, was perfectly fine. So why are they chipping and sealing it? I've heard this was a pretty beautifully paved road. Wasn't anything wrong with it. Now they're doing this. I don't get it. And even on the interstates too. Like, anywhere you go with the interstates, you have to deal with road construction. When we came back from North Carolina a few months ago, I sat in traffic just south of Lexington, Kentucky. Sat in traffic on Interstate 75, I kid you not, for 2.5 hours just to go 2 miles. And it was in 97 or 8 degree weather. So needless to say, I probably lost 30 pounds just sitting in traffic right there. It was hot and miserable, and I hated every second of it. But I digress. I'm sorry, I had to get that rant out. So, rant over. Been sitting here for about 10 minutes now. This is fresh oil and chip and seal. They did not put any signs up or anything. You would think they would. This is extremely dangerous, in my opinion, for a motorcycle to be on, and they had no signs saying they were doing anything like this whatsoever. So, I mean, I don't know if you could see it, but you could see that it's still shiny and wet. So I don't know. I may try to find an alternate route. I don't know. But this is why I hate road construction right here, because, like, they know that this is a very popular motorcycle road through here, and they have no signs whatsoever saying that they're doing this. Like, this is just Indiana DOT at its worst, in my opinion. Like, if you're going to do something like this, that's fine, but at least put signs up saying, hey, this is being done. No signs whatsoever. I've been on this road for about 10 miles or so, and not one sign saying that they're putting fresh oil down. Not one. And in my opinion, that is just absolute, just like, you totally dropped the ball on this one, Indiana DOT. Thankfully to this guy up here, walking away, he just told me of an alternate route I can get up through here. I don't know how well you can see it, but right here, this Brubbets Creek Road. I just right up here from where I'm at now. I'm a bit sketched out being on this right now, but yeah, it looks like we're going to be taking that route, because I'm not taking the oil with the oil and everything like this. I'm not taking the rest of this route into Bloomington. Like, they should have had signs up saying that they were doing fresh oil. They had signs up for loose gravel, which is one thing. I could deal with that, but I'm not going to deal with this. Like, this is just Indiana DOT. Like, you totally dropped the ball on this. If you're putting oil down, you need to have signs up that says this, because this is a very popular motorcycle road out through here. A lot of motorcycles come through here, and this is really dangerous for a motorcycle to be on. So as soon as we get moving, we'll be taking an alternate route. About 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of sitting there in the blazing hot sun, and being on that freshly oiled loose gravel road. Thanks, Indiana DOT, for putting up signs saying that there's fresh oil down. Had I known that, had you put those signs down, I would not have went this way. Like, I swear to God. Like, I'm usually not one to rant and rave about stuff like this, but Jesus Christ, people need to learn to do their jobs. That is way too dangerous for people on motorcycles, especially on a road that is known for high motorcycle traffic. Like, come on, people. But anyway, we are on an alternate route. The guy told me that this route is clear and good to go, and got good roads throughout from here to Highway 46, so that's the way we're taking. This is what I was going on with earlier about the road construction. It's always something. I have outsmarted the Indiana Department of Transportation by taking a nice little country road all the way back over here to Highway 46, which I know is not under construction. Try to pull a fast one on me, Indiana DOT? I don't think so. Old Indiana Harley guy's a little too smart for that. It looks a little ominous right now. Will it rain? Maybe. Will it not rain? Who knows? Personally, I'm a little on the warm side, so I'm not going to complain if it starts spitting a little bit of rain. I don't want it to downpour by no means, but a little bit of rain ain't going to hurt nothing right about now. Alright, now that all that's over, back to this 2023 Harley Davidson Road Glide 30,000 mile review. As I mentioned before, you know, this has got Legend suspension front and back. I've got a Clockworks windshield on here, some LA Chopper Hammerhead 12-inch handlebars, Mustang seat, tour pack, Cobra slip-on pipes. So it's not stock by no means, you know, performance-wise it pretty much is, but after 30,000 miles, I can honestly say this has been the most reliable motorcycle I've ever had. Yes, I bought it brand new. Maybe that has something to do with it. And it's raining. Looks like we're filming a little bit in the rain, folks. I'm not pulling over just to take this camera off. It ain't raining that bad. But anyway, I did buy this bike brand new. It had like 7 or 8 miles on it whenever I rode it, and 5 of that was the test ride. So my Ultra Limited, I did have a couple issues with that. I had a little bit of an oil leak. It wasn't that big of an issue. I was able to fix it at home. Not that big of a deal. But my other 2 motorcycles, I had problems with those, you know, and every single one of those bikes had less miles than this does. Now granted, they were older, they were used, but you know, that's all right. But ultimately, I'm very happy with this motorcycle. If I had the opportunity to trade this in, would I do it? Probably not, because I've got a lot of time and money invested in this bike, and I really would rather not, you know, get rid of it anytime soon. Would I get another motorcycle, a brand new motorcycle, if I was able to? Yeah, probably. And I may have to pull over to take this off because it's raining a little on the harder side now, and I really don't want to ruin this camera. I tell you what, this has been the trifecta of shitty days so far. You got rain, you got road construction, and heat. All 3 of those I've had to deal with today, and it has pretty much sucked. I mean, the rain feels good right now, but it's raining a little harder than I would like it to. But that's okay. It's not terrible. It's kind of coming on and off, and it looks like we're getting ready to come out of it a little bit. We are near Lake Monroe, so I believe this is the first time I've ever actually filmed in the rain. Anyway, back to this Road Glide. The only thing I've had to do to this is just tires, brakes, and just your routine services. Like, there's never been one thing on this motorcycle that has went wrong on me. Not in the little over 30,000 miles that I've had it. Not one thing has went wrong mechanically on this bike. It's just every time I've had to put money into it, other than adding stuff to it that I want to add to it, it's always been just like normal wear and tear stuff. Oil, brakes, services, stuff like that. Never been anything too crazy. It is a great bike. If you have the opportunity to buy one, I'm sure you could probably still get some of the 23s brand new. Not sure, but you know, I'm sure if you could, they'd probably give you a little bit of a discount on it so they can get it out of there and get room for the newer bikes that are coming in. This is the 2nd year the new body style has been released, and you know, if they do still have brand new 23s on the floor, I'm sure they want to get them out of there. But you can't go wrong with buying this bike. You really can't. And maybe for somebody who's not like me, who has back issues and things like that, and height issues, like I'm only 5'7", so you know, when I first got this bike, I couldn't really flat foot it all that well. I can now, but you know, I couldn't when I first got it. You know, if you're one of them people that stuff like that don't matter, you don't have to put all the money that I've put into this bike. You wouldn't have to do that. And you know, it is what it is. You know, everybody's body is different, so what might be comfortable to somebody might be completely uncomfortable to somebody else. Like, I know I like to feel more like I'm sitting inside my motorcycle as opposed to on top of it, which is why I got the low down seat. I feel like I have better control over the motorcycle that way. That's just me. Plus, it helps me reach the ground a little bit better. I have 12-inch shocks on here as opposed to 13s. So I went with a little bit shorter of a shock with these Legends. Still comfortable, but you know, that's why I went with the way I went, because that's what's comfortable for me. And as we are coming up on Lake Monroe, I think about all the memories that I have with this motorcycle. We've been on a lot of adventures together. Would I ever get rid of the old Vader Glide? Maybe one day in the future, but as of right now, probably not. Like, it's going to take a whole lot for me to actually get rid of this motorcycle, but I have no plans of doing that anytime soon, because I've got way too much time and money invested in this bike, getting it the way I want it. And man, I never get tired of coming over this road, looking out over here over beautiful Lake Monroe. So those are my honest thoughts on this 23 Road Glide. I absolutely love this bike. The old Vader Glide has done nothing but treat me well these last 2 years that I've had it, almost 2 years. And these 30,000 miles that we've spent together have been absolutely wonderful. I wouldn't change it for nothing. Like I said earlier, it's been the trifecta of shitty days for summertime motorcycle riding here in southern Indiana. Today we've had heat, road construction, and rain. Although the rain really wasn't that big of a deal because it was hot, so it felt good. It didn't rain that long. Kind of worried about it icing this GoPro, but it's good, so I guess we're all right on that. But that is my 30,000 mile review of this 2023 Road Glide that I bought brand new. Every mile of these 30,000+ miles have been put on it by myself. We've had a lot of adventures together. It's been a good time, and I plan on continuing to have many more adventures with this motorcycle. So it's the old Darth Vader Road Glide, the old Vader Glide here. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and click the subscribe button. And as always, ride safe. Have a good one, y'all.